Hey guys, Guinea Pigs 1 here. Today I'm going to do a video for you all about a guinea pig's diet. Now I have a list down below me, so if I keep looking down, that's why. So first you need to know that there are 3 major things a guinea pig needs in their diet. There's pellets, there's veggies, and there's hay. So if you were visualizing it in like a pie graph, about 80% is hay, about 15% veggies, and about 5% pellets. Like, don't get too caught up on the percentages because you'll find them varying depending where you're looking, but the major thing you need to get from that is that hay is the most important and that really pellets make up only a tiny percent of what they should be eating. Now first, for a guinea pig's diet though, they need fresh water available to them at all times. It is a good idea to have filtered water. Some places depending where you live, you might have hard water, which means there's lots of extra minerals in the water, meaning extra calcium, which guinea pigs don't need any extra calcium in their diet, especially when they're adults. Guinea pigs excrete any extra calcium that they do not use through their urine. So any calcium that is not needed for their body, they're going to pee out. So if they get too much calcium all the time, that just means they're going to get a buildup in their bladder of extra calcium, and then that will actually form stones. So they will get bladder stones, which are fatal to guinea pigs. I've had 2 have them. Rugby, he passed away during surgery, and Barnaby had surgery and he made it. But surgery is the only way you can get those out of them, and they go downhill so fast. So do not give them extra calcium. So really, filtered water, that'll help take out some of the extra calcium. It tastes better because it gets rid of like chlorine and yucky taste, so they're gonna want to drink more. You really want your guinea pigs to drink water because they need to keep flushing out their bladders properly. And do not put anything in their water. None of those little stupid vitamin drops. If you want to give them extra vitamin C, give them the chewable tablets. Just break off a little piece and give them some each day. If you're putting anything in their water, changes the flavor, they're not going to drink as much. And plus, when you put those vitamin drops in their water, it degrades in about 20 minutes, so they're not even getting any vitamins anymore. And it just looks mucky and they do not like the taste of it, so you're just wrecking their water. Alright, so next we're going to talk about pellets. I think that is only about 5% of their diet. For an adult guinea pig, which is 6 months and older, all they need is 1/8 cup of pellets per day. That is pretty tiny, because if you have a 1/4 cup scoop, which most people have for baking, half of that is all they're supposed to get a day. Now for my pigs, I feed them their pellets in the morning, and usually within 10-15 minutes everybody's finished their pellets, but that's all they get. They do not get any more pellets until the next day. I know it's common to feel guilty or be like, oh, I think I should give them more pellets. Don't do it. They've had their pellets for the day. That's all they need. Pellets are kind of like a multivitamin. For us humans, if you take a multivitamin, you only take 1 a day. And for pigs, they only need that little bit a day, and make sure they get their vitamin C, their minerals for the day. It's not the most important thing in their diet, but it does make sure that they get what they need in the day. Now, if pigs are 6 months and younger, nursing or pregnant, they can have unlimited pellets, like within reason. If they finish their bowl, you can give them some more. They can use the extra calcium because little pigs are growing and they need it for their bones and everything like that. And they get alfalfa pellets because that has some calcium in it. But if they're adult pigs, 6 months and older, they need to have 1/8 cup, and it has to be Timothy based, because like I said, if you're giving them alfalfa pellets with the extra calcium, that's way too much calcium for them. So the best brand for pellets that I've found is KM's Hayloft pellets. They're the lowest in calcium, they're Timothy based, and they have a better kind of calcium in them. Oxbow is about second best, but they're a little bit higher in calcium, and they got the cheaper calcium carbonate in them, which I switched because I had 2 pigs with bladder stones, and bladder stones are made of calcium carbonate, so I needed the lowest calcium pellets ever. And make sure you get pellets that have no seeds, no nuts, no colored bits. That's not needed in a guinea pig's diet. Guinea pigs don't eat seeds, they don't eat nuts, and the colored bits are just full of sugar, which no guinea pig needs sugar. And if you're overfeeding, it's going to lead to weight gain. Some people who have really chubby pigs wonder why, and there are sometimes the people who feed them pellets as much as they want. So that's a reason to keep them at 1/8 of a cup, because you're just going to promote them to be larger. And if they're larger, that's unhealthy for their heart. And guinea pigs can also get diabetes just like us humans, which would require medication for them. Let's see what's next. Alright, we'll talk about veggies. So I think it's about 15% of their diet. The standard is a cup of veggies per pig per day, but you could tweak it a little bit. Sometimes if you give pigs too much veggies and they're not used to it, it can give them mushy poops. So if you're just starting out to give your pig veggies, just start slowly. One vegetable for probably a week, and then you can add another one and another one because you don't want to upset their tummy. That's another reason not to feed too much veggies, is because it can cause gas, which could cause bloat, and that's really dangerous in pigs. So you want to pick veggies that are low in calcium and low in sugars, because again, sugars is not healthy for pigs, and too much calcium, like I said before, is not healthy. And what I feed my pigs is they each get 1 leaf of red or green lettuce a day. They'll get a little baby tomato. They get about 1 inch or 2 inch slice of cucumber, half a baby carrot. I know pigs love carrots, but don't give them too many because there's really not that much nutrition in them. And they got some of the little baby carrots have a lot of sugar in them. And my pigs also get green pepper, 1/8 of a green pepper per day. That's what I love to feed them, because bell peppers are really high in vitamin C, and that's a great way to know that you're giving them their vitamin C for the day. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Alright, well, we'll talk about hay now. Hay, I believe, is about 80% of what they need in their diet. You can kind of see this as their main meal that they eat all the time. Guinea pig stomachs are forever in motion. They need to always have something in their system to be digesting, because if their stomach doesn't have anything to eat, it can stop, and that's gut stasis, and that's really serious, and they need medication to try to help to get their guts moving again, and sometimes you can't. So it's really serious that they always have something there to eat. Not pellets, not veggies, but hay all the time. So regardless of age, whether they're little pigs, nursing pigs, or adult pigs, Timothy hay, orchard grass, bluegrass, something like that is the best choice. For little pigs, like 6 months and under, you really don't need to feed them alfalfa hay and alfalfa pellets. The alfalfa pellets and some veggies with a bit of calcium in them will be enough. So regardless of the age, they can always eat Timothy hay. And it is required 24/7, because like I said, it's something that they need to keep eating to keep their tummies moving. It's full of fiber, really healthy for them, makes really healthy poops, makes their tummies happy. The other thing is so important, which I don't think many new people know. Guinea pigs have open-rooted teeth, which unlike ours, which we just get a set of adult teeth and that's it. If our tooth falls out, that's it. Guinea pigs, if they have, their little incisors in the front, if they were to knock one out, within a week it has grown back. Guinea pigs' teeth are forever growing. They're open-rooted, they're always growing. So within a week, if their whole new tooth can grow in, that shows you how quick they grow. Now the only thing to grind down their back molars properly is hay. It goes back there and they grind it down with their back molars. It's kind of like a file working down their back molars. Chew toys, pellets, veggies, that's not going to grind it down properly. Long strand hay is. Chew toys are fine for their front teeth, but nothing will get to the back teeth like hay will. And if your piggy doesn't get their back teeth ground over properly, they're going to start arcing over and can actually cover their tongue, cut their tongue. They're going to want to eat but be unable to, and they'd basically be starving to death, and your pig would need surgery to get their teeth corrected, which is going to be expensive, and sometimes you can't get the pigs to eat again. So you really, really need to give them hay so that their teeth are happy, their tummies are happy. And hay is like one of the most important things for them to eat, because in the wild, they're going to be eating grasses all the time. It's the most natural thing for them to be eating. Hay is just dried grass. Let's see, what else do we got? Alright, so I'm just going to talk about a couple things that you should look out for if you think your piggy might have teeth troubles. Some of the signs would be weight loss, because they can't eat properly, a wet chin, because they can't close their mouth properly and they're just going to be drooling. If they're eating super slow, like slower than normal, and it looks like they're really having a hard time chewing and moving food around in their mouth. If they pick up food and then just drop it, they might pick it up because they want to eat it, but they can't maneuver it to get it in their mouth. And if they're just generally interested in food, but then don't eat. So you need to look out for those signs, because that is very serious and you need to move and act quickly, because like I said, guinea pigs need to always be eating. And now we're going to talk a little bit about fruits and treats. Fruits I didn't add into their important diet because really they're just a treat once in a while. Fruits are high in sugars, and as I already said, guinea pigs do not need lots of sugar in their diet. So the best thing to do is just feed fruits maybe once, twice a week max. I feed it twice a month maximum. And when you're feeding fruits, you're just giving them a little taste, a little treat. So if you wanted to give them apple, like I wouldn't even, like a slice cut in half I would be giving them. Or I'll give them a couple raspberries, something like that, or one strawberry, or like 3 or 4 blueberries at a time. You really don't want to overfeed those. It's not something to be included in their everyday diet. And then now treats. I am against all treats from the pet stores. Those are just sugary crap. You do not need to buy them. You're wasting your money. You're making your pig unhealthy. Treats for pigs from pet stores are like giving a kid chocolate bars. Sure, you're going to think, oh, they love them, so I'm going to keep feeding them. Well, of course they do. They don't know any better. You're responsible for them. What you give them is what they're going to eat. Just because they love it does not mean it's okay for them. That's the same with the crappy pellets with crap in them. Of course you're going to think your pig loves them, but that doesn't mean it's okay for them. They don't know any better. So it's your responsibility to make sure you're feeding them healthy things. And pet store treats are just junk. So they do not need them. That is not a treat for them. Sure, it may seem like they like it, but they love, 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 love vegetables. Anytime it's treat time here, if I'm giving out vegetables, they are so excited. They'll eat vegetables like there's no tomorrow. So that is the best treat you can ever give your pig. Sorry, I said treat. No, honey. So I used to feed Oxbow veggie treats. They came in a little bag and they had a little heart shape. That was the only treat I bought from the pet store. And really those are crummy too because they have alfalfa meal in them. So they're not even Timothy based. So that's too much calcium, so I don't even feed those anymore. I used to feed them, but I don't. Like, I don't feed any treats. Treat time here is vegetables. I can't stress that enough. So if you buy all those gimmicky, stupid, colorful treats at the pet store, please stop. They are not healthy for your pigs. And I know people are probably going to get mad saying I don't feed them very much or my pigs love them. There's really no excuse, so you can get mad if you want. Alright, so that's about it for diet. So hay is the most important, 24/7. You can never give your guinea pig too much hay. I just load the hay in there. I don't wait till it runs out or anything like that. You want them to always, always, always have hay. Pellets, 1/8 of a cup per pig. That's all you need. Do not feel guilty when their food dish runs out. If you feel bad, just take if their dish is empty, take it out of the cage. They're not even going to notice, because if they have hay to eat, they're going to eat hay. If you feed too many pellets, they're not going to eat enough hay. They're not going to grind their teeth down enough. And veggies, a cup of veggies per pig per day. If they're getting a little bit mushy poops or soft poops, maybe back it off a little bit. When you feed veggies, it's more important to feed a couple that are high in vitamin C and nutritious and low in calcium for them. So you don't have to get too hung up on feeding them tons and tons of veggies. Just a cup per day. Pick the ones low in calcium, low in sugar, that got some vitamin C for them. And fresh water, filtered water is great so that you're not overloading them with extra minerals and everything that they don't need. Alright, so I'm going to show you the pigs here. I think everybody might be sleeping. Here's Grover's cage. I got rid of his hay rack. It used to be here in